All right, we had a long day. She threw up in Death Valley. I don't know if she ate all day. It's 5:30 now, maybe. We got on the road at 7:30, but she had some food. We're at Boulder Beach Campground in Lake Mead, and she is happy. She was good today, though, weren't you, Zoe? And you have the same dinner as last time? Chicken kibble and water. Ah, did you drink some water? So she loves looking outside. Yeah. Don't you? You love, and it's warm. It's 82 degrees. I mean, this is her kind of weather. Isn't it, kitty? Yeah, there's lots of birds here too. I think she's gonna love it. So there are only like a dozen spots left out of 140 sites. So this weekend it probably will be full. So I will be in southern Utah somewhere. Might have to try and disperse camp somewhere, because it's so nice out this weekend. Everyone's out camping, I think. I'll find something though. Won't we, Zoe? She's like, I'm trying to watch that. I think someone's making dinner across the way. Alright, I better get set up more and eat some food. Good morning. So here's my site at Boulder Beach Campground by Lake Mead. Nice concrete pad. There's a picnic table, firing on the other side. It's sunny there though. Lighting's bad. But this is my view. I can see Lake Mead, which is pretty cool. And the campsite is nice. Has lots of trees and it's full. I think there were a dozen spots left when I got this last night. $20, so for a dry camping spot, it's not bad. But Zoe is up in the back and buried under the blankets, and she wakes up every night now in the morning. Now that we're in the desert, and looks out the window and she's pacing. So, but I got reservations at Snow Canyon State Park by St. George. I'm so happy. Got lucky. Shower for the first time on this trip. But I have 2 nights to stay somewhere else, so we might spend another day down here and then head up there. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Tempted to try some gravel roads, but the dust. Good morning. So we are leaving the Boulder Beach Campground. It is 76 degrees already at 9:40. It felt good in the sun slash shade. In the full-blown sun, it's getting hot. But we're gonna head toward Utah because it's too hot to stay. I have campground reservations at Snow Canyon State Park in 2 nights. But it's too hot to spend 2 more nights down here for now. We might come back through here though. We probably will when we go home. Yeah, this campground is full. Didn't know it got this full. It is record heat, and it is the weekend now. Sunday night, Monday night might not be so bad. But we're gonna take this all the way, the Lake Shore Road, all the way to Moapa Valley again. I was gonna stop at Valley Fire, but it's too hot for Zoe. So maybe on the way back if we come through here. Otherwise, another time. And we're gonna do some stuff in southern Utah for a few days before we go to the state park, and possibly northern Arizona. I have 2 nights to kill, so. I can get ahead of that RV. They were so slow this morning. They were camping across from me. Nope, they're going left. And they are not. Well, hopefully they stop at all the stops. Feels good to be out of the sun though. That was hot. Zoe's back in her carrier. I woke her up. She had got underneath the blankets and was sleeping. She wakes up at like 2, 3 in the morning and just paces back and forth from window to window and doesn't go to sleep until the sun rises. I swear, the moment the sun is up, she sleeps. Like, it's really funny. Oh, and I'm going to Maverick in Mesquite, get a pizza for lunch. So I didn't eat much breakfast today. So to our right, if the lake was full, this would all be water. You can see the old water line kind of. There's actually a lot of off-road trails on either side, the south and the north. I might try some if I come back through here and it's not as hot. I want to be able to have my windows down and not have to run to AC because there'll be dust. start the video. This is the last week in February 2026, and it is 71 degrees, and we are leaving the Boulder Beach Campground at Lake Mead. And Zoe is my cat that we adopted when she was, they say she was 2, but I wonder if she was 1. She only weighed 7 pounds, and the next year, a year after we had her, she was like 11 or 12 pounds. She did have a medical condition, though, they took care of. That is gone, so that's good. So that might have been why she was underweight. She basically had her gums and her teeth had an autoimmune problem, so they pulled most of her teeth. She just has her fangs and some little teeth on the bottom and super tiny teeth on the top. All of her back side teeth are gone. They didn't tell us that until we signed the papers, and we're like, is this a problem? And it's not. She's been great. She can still eat food. Cats don't chew their food, we found out. They just swallow it for the most part. There's a picnic area coming up. I might stop there. I could change the memory card. Longview is one of the places that they have scenic overlook and lots of shaded picnic tables. Really nice if you want to stop and eat lunch or dinner or breakfast. love this area. You don't even feel like you're in Vegas out here, which is nice. This is Las Vegas Bay Scenic Overlook, and there's a really nice campground here. Cell service is not as good as Boulder Beach, and I was gonna try and stay here, but it's probably full. I mean, it's super nice, way less crowded. Considering Boulder Beach was almost full, I bet this was full. But definitely Las Vegas Bay Campground is probably the nicest one along this road if you want to stay here ever. And I'm pretty sure it's $20 a night, just like Boulder Beach. Place in front of us. Oh, Las Vegas Lake. This is a very trendy, private, rich resort type living area. It's all gated. You can't even drive through it unless you live there, which is too bad because it's a lot faster to get to Las Vegas if you could. And it looks really neat. I mean, look at that. They're still building stuff. Or, well, maybe not. Yeah, I think they are. leave the air on. She doesn't like the window open. She's trying to sleep behind me. Alright, kitty. I shut the window. Was turning. They have Nevada license plates, so they probably live in Vegas. Maybe. Saturday though. I don't know if I mentioned that. Or wait, it's Friday. Getting my days mixed up. bite on around my ankle. All right, memory card changed, and a line of cars behind us gone. This is day 8 of my trip. This is for my notes, a continuation of the North Shore Road around Lake Mead. So basically I put little post-it notes on the memory cards, and I write the day, and which, you know, if it's the first one, the second one, the third one, and then I tape them. Well, in the past, before I started taping them really good, sometimes they would fall off, and it would be hard to figure out which memory card is next. They haven't seemed to fall off lately, so that's good, but just in case, I like to say where I am at the beginning and the end of the video, also for you at the end, so you know where we were. Yeah, I was in no hurry this morning because it was really nice there. And brushed my teeth, shaved, used my battery pack with my really nice razor that you can cut your hair with. Oh, and here's a nice spot to stop. I stopped at the pullout of the closed road. That always happens. They even had a trash can there. Yeah, it looks like next Thursday, Friday will be a lot nicer here, so hopefully I can get a day in if I come this way, which I probably will, get a day in at Valley of Fire finally and hike. Might be the Cowville Bay turnoff where they have a marina and a campground. It's really nice. Yeah, this is where I stayed last year, and you have cell service there, which is awesome. So I've never been on this part of the road in my life. Bay 29 miles, Overton Beach 37, Overton 44. Overton is basically in Moapa Valley. So I'm not sure where we'll end the video. I'm tempted to make a long video of this whole road. Most likely I will. Wow, it's so pretty though. wonder if you could hike along here. That would be fun. Looks like, I wonder if the road, I thought maybe the road went under the gravel road went under the paved road, but it doesn't. There was a turnoff from both sides, like through a culvert or something. There was a parking lot back there. I was looking straight ahead and didn't even pay. You came up over a ridge real quick. I didn't even get a chance to see if there was trails. I'll have to look on my app when I stop. This is beautiful in here. I had no idea it was here. Kind of doubt there's trails. It's pretty canyony. It looked like a picnic area maybe, or a viewpoint. Footprints down there in the wash. People have definitely walked down there. Eye-watering. Every once in a while, one of her eyes will water. I mean, not very often. And I looked it up. Cats don't cry, so it's just something irritating in their eye, I guess. She sticks her head in places. Sometimes I swear she pokes her eye on things by rubbing her cheek on them. Yeah, there's a lot of pullouts along here. That is awesome. You can just stop and explore if you want, if it wasn't hot. Don't really need a trail in some of these places. Whoops, I'm watching the scenery. I need to pay attention to the road. That's why I like watching the video afterwards, because I don't get to just look at everything. And the mirror blocks, you know, your rear view mirror blocks things too. How are you doing? So we're actually really far away from the lake right now. Look at those peaks in front of us. The color. Jeez. Some bikers. E-bikes even, jeez. They must be on a low power setting so they don't run out of battery. Because they were pedaling pretty hard still. So there's, to my left, which would be the north, there's rocks like that are in Valley of Fire State Park. So they're not just at Valley of Fire State Park. I always wondered that. This part hasn't been developed though. This is neat. I hope you're enjoying this trip. I know some of you love the green trees better than the desert. I mean, I like both of them. I really do like the desert though, because I don't have this up in Washington. Wow, it's just so pretty. too bad there isn't more hiking up here. I might pull over here and see if there is a hiking trail. There's a vault toilet. Oh, there is. I want to see which one it is. If they have a sign. Oh, they do. This truck is in the way though. He's cleaning the toilets or the bathrooms. Oh, it's the North Shore Summit Trail, so I don't think it's very long. I think you just summit that mountain there and you can see the red rocks and everything looking north. And I think this is the high point on this road. We're going down now the rest of the way. Yeah, they could build 40, 50, 60, 70 miles of trails over here easy. It'd be neat if you can hike to the right and like on the bluffs or whatever the conditions are and you can see the lake while you're hiking. That would be way cool. Yeah, we'll end this when we get to Moapa Valley and we're out of the Lake Mead recreation area. We'll end this video then. It'll be pretty long. We're maybe halfway done since we left the campground. Pavement road. Bitter something. I couldn't catch the name. Check out, there's the last exit in Arizona, because we go through Arizona briefly on I-15. There's dispersed camping right off of the interstate. I'm gonna check that out. It looks like you get cell service there. It'd be nice to stay there sometime for free. Oh wow, this is the Redstone picnic area. Jeez, this is crazy cool. Love the Redstone. I had no idea this part of the road was this nice. This is a hunting area now. Wow. I don't know what they're hunting. Hopefully it's not bighorn sheep. To see some more of the Grand Staircase Escalante area on this trip. I just don't know what the weather is like there, because you are a little higher, but not as high as some of the other areas that are really cold. I looked up Kanab, and the lows there are like in the mid-30s, which isn't horrible. Zoe's camped in the upper 20s before with us, and we all survived. We had frost on the ceiling of the tent, the pop-up tent. I'm trying to keep us out of the freezing weather unless we have power, though. this far east and north. By Moapa Valley, it's just a river though. Road down there. I don't know if that's the one from the, like, you enter from in front of us, or if that's the road I saw way back behind us. And it's a point-to-point road. That would be fun. Looks, you're in a wash still at this end. It's got to be the same road. And surely you can get away with camping down there. Yeah, here's where you come out. And I wonder if you could keep going. Yep. Wow. So it's super deep sand, and they basically it's like they plowed the very middle, or maybe it's just some people driving, and there's sand berms. There's only room for one width of a car, so if another car is coming, one of you has to drive in the sand berm and hope you don't get stuck, I guess. I don't think I want to do that. Not fun sounding. Zoe's walking back and forth. Last time she did that, she got car sick. If I see it pull out, stop for a bit maybe. So she walks up here to the front seat on her pillow, and I pet her. Then she lays down for like 30 seconds, then she goes in the back. So it's like she's trying to tell me, slow down. I don't know. It's not a pretty sight watching or listening to her throw up though. This is Echo Bay, right 1.5 mile. They have fuel here, and you could camp here. I don't know if it's boat fuel or car fuel. Oh, I'm tempted to check it out. I'm going to see if it's a gravel road or not. If it's not a gravel road, I think we will check it out, because there's a campground here. And I've never been here before. be one of the last campgrounds I haven't seen on this side of the lake yet. And usually it's like 3-4 miles, these roads. It's not very wide. This one looks like it maybe is 2 or 3. Cell service here though, it looks like, and that's, I wouldn't expect cell service here. It's pretty remote. Yeah, we'll take a little break in their parking lot. I think Zoe needs a break. Get some snacks, eat some pistachios. Yeah, this looks like it might be really nice though. To get the mobile Starlink someday, so I can camp anywhere and at least have you know, cell service, text, check emails, use some apps. It's getting better, it sounds like, as they get more satellites up. Another 3-4 years, it'll probably be just outstanding, filling in the gaps, you know, and they getting more capacity by doing that. Wow, this is neat. Nothing like seeing blue water in a dry desert. And there might be cell service here. I'm getting 2 bars. I'm starting to wonder if there's maybe a cell tower down here by the water. That would be cool. Or it's on the other side of the lake for some reason. But I will let you know. I would definitely stay here if there's cell service when I come back, maybe, or next year. This place is super remote. Yeah, they got a cell tower down here, I think. Wow. I don't know if Verizon has a signal yet, but AT&T is almost, I got 4 bars now out of 5. I'm really glad I checked this out. Runway off to the left, even. For like little planes, you know. Or maybe it's for emergencies. There was a gate there. Do not enter. picnic area on the right is huge. Campground might be full. All the RVs on the... Oh, that's... Actually, there's 2 campgrounds. So the campground on the right is not full. The one on the left looks like it is. The one on the left has power. Jeez. This is way cool. I'll have to drive through. The one on the left, you're right, next to people. I'll drive through the upper campground though when I leave, so you can see it. Oh, there's spots down below unless they're filling up. Alright. Yeah, Verizon and AT&T both have cell service here, at least in the campgrounds. We'll see what it's like at the by the water. This is way cool. So this is probably the old marina office right here, I bet, when the water was this high. No, it's not. I take that back. And there's another campground down there. Wow. Yeah, Echo Bay. Check it out. That's our ranger office we just passed. I'm going to drive through this campground at the bottom too, see if it has service, cell service. We're going to go as far toward the water as we can though. They have houseboats here. You got houseboat check-in. RV Village at Lake Mead. Oh, they have a store. We'll check that out. There's a Sinclair gas station here. Jeez. Or they have Sinclair gas. That is wild. Alright, we're gonna roll down the window. Parking lot is huge. You cannot access the water here anymore, it looks like. They gave up trying, so I don't think there's any houseboat check-in anymore. Jeez. I don't think that store is open either, probably. It looks deserted. I wondered why the residential area looked deserted also. I don't think anyone's living there. Alright. We're going to check it out though and make sure. There's one car in the parking lot. Oh, it's open, it says. Huh. Let's go check it out. Since we're here. It's always fun to see what they sell in the middle of nowhere.